This is the Uptick Network Stock Day Podcast, sponsored by InvestorsHangout.com. Penny stock news and interviews from the microcap world. Public information on OTC, pink sheets, and microcap stocks from around the world. With your host, Everett Jolly.
On today's show, I have a very exciting guest coming back on. His name is Paul Thompson Sr. He is the CEO of Mexus Gold US. Well, they trade on the OTCQB under the ticker symbol MXSG. Paul, welcome back to the show.
Yes. Good afternoon. I'm happy to be on your program. And I'd like to share some of our accomplishments with you and your listeners today. So
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the Mexus' joint ventures, Marmar Holdings, has been doing a great job at the Santa Elena. We've accomplished the leach pads, the Merrill Crowe recovery system, the pregnant and makeup ponds, and they've been leaching, and they actually poured their first array on the 22nd and 3rd of April. So we're very excited about it.
So was that a couple of ounces, 10 ounces? How big of a pour was it?
Well, the first pour was pretty pretty light in weight, probably 6 or 8 ounces. It's some of it wound up in the slag that the material that was smelted in it. And the cake, the participate that they have ready to pour is quite a few pounds, but they're waiting for some additional lab equipment before they continue the smelting process.
Well, Paul, I would say that's pretty exciting news since we have no revenues on the balance sheet, and I would suppose these revenues are going to fall on the balance sheet either the second or third quarter.
Yes, we're finishing the year in March 31st right now, and the 10K will be coming out shortly with that. And the first quarter we will show sales of gold, and it should increase from that point on. Marmar Holdings is moving in as we speak. There'll be pictures on the website. Hopefully they'll get them on tonight of a 42-inch crushing plant, feeder, and 988 G-Cat loader, a couple of 100-ton haul trucks are all headed to the Santa Elena to ramp our production up to 10,000 tons.
And out of that 10,000 tons, what do we get out of there per gram per ton? One?
Well, right now, our number one leach pad has about 15,000 tons on it. And the number two is being filled with 18,000 ton. And the average they showed me this morning is 1 gram per ton average on the
that's what I thought.
Heat batch.
Well, what's going on with the recovery pond? Can you bring us up to date on that?
Yeah, the recovery, the leaching solution is going back to the pregnant pond. And the pregnant pond has about 25 ounces estimated in it at this time based on the solution calculations of the solution. And the time they're waiting this other equipment, and additional filter cloth should be coming in for the filters hopefully this week. So they'll be back into production on this probably by maybe the first of next week, Monday or Tuesday. And Marmar Holdings is very cautious, very step by step.
Absolutely. You guys do everything the right way. You don't over spin. You quantitate everything you guys do out there. Can you give us a little bit on update on the San Felix property?
Yeah, the San Felix Marmar, we're 50% owner, 50% fully carried joint venture with them on that project, and they've got security guards, they've got geologists, engineers, other people checking the different equipment, the wiring, ready to put in the generators. We recently purchased a 750 kW generator system to run the plant and the leach pads, and another 600 kW to run a crushing plant at that thing. So it's coming along, and we will be in production there by the end of 2017, and or target is about 25,000 ton a day production, and Marco Martinez, president of Marmar Holdings, I've visited his equipment. He does have the equipment in a short distance from the San Felix. He was one of the miners that moved the dirt at the big La Hadura open pit mine.
My guest today is Paul Thompson, Sr. He is the CEO of Mexus Gold US. They trade on the OTCQB under the ticker symbol MXSG. Their stock's only trading at 7 cents a share, market cap around $45 million. Stock price seems very, very cheap for already processing gold on that.
Yeah, that's surprising that we were trading 12 and 13 cents a week and a half ago. The people involved, it's hard telling, and it'll level out its own. It'll take its own course, and we're not too excited about it. We would like to see the price 20, 25 cents, and we figured at the start of production that's what we would enjoy, and I believe it will get there. It's a real bargain at 7 cents. It was a bargain at 12 and 13 cents. The company is we have no debt, hardly any debt. Everything we mine, there's no overburden. Our costs are low, and we're taking it nice and slow, moving into full production. That's the large crusher and the different 100-ton haul trucks and etc. are slow in getting to the Santa Elena for the simple reason that Mr. Martinez is a very cautious person, and he sees now that it's going to require this, and he's ramping it on up to a 10,000 ton a day operation.
Can you tell us any more about the Santa Elena property that we wouldn't see in a press release?
Well, the Santa Elena is the Martha Elena claim that's on the Santa Elena project, and the Martha Elena concession is where we're open pitting now. And the open pit's only about 1,000, maybe 1,200 feet from our crushing plant, where it's going to be set up next to the heap leach. And there's multiple structures on that property, and we range from half a gram to 26 grams assayed per ton in these various locations. And Cesar Lamas had put out a preliminary report 6-8 months ago on the property, and as we were working with these different concessions and vein structures, that it's all proven. It's coming to be true that some of his preliminary reports are being proven up now. So that's an exciting thing, and we're very happy to be part of Marmar's holdings.
Absolutely. Well, this is what we learned today. We learned that we're going to finally have some revenues on the balance sheet here in the second quarter of 2017. We're actually pouring the gold right now out of the Santa Elena in Mexico. In closing, Paul, is there anything that you would like to get out to my listeners that maybe we didn't get a chance to talk about?
Well, the stock price is amazingly low. That's the thing that is puzzling to myself, I should say. There's experts that understand it a lot better than I do, but it's a great value at 7 cents. It was a great value at 13 cents, and it's a great value at 25 cents. I believe we will be there, and everything will balance out. It'll come up to be. And we are moving ahead. We do have some problems, of course, but Marco has got lawyers and experts and geologists and different teams of people working on things way ahead of what our needs are. So I'm very pleased with it, and we'll see in the next reports how it comes out. Like I say, they're finishing up 10K now from March 31st, which will have a lot of information in it. And our website will be updated with some pictures of the crusher and so forth. And I think it's it will help a lot of people.
Absolutely. Mexus Gold is the company we're highlighting today. We've been talking to Paul Thompson, Sr. Paul, I want to thank you for coming on the show. I wish you nothing but continued success. Hopefully you'll check back with us in 40 or 50 days and give us an update of what's going out there in Mexico.
Sure thing.
The following program is entirely sponsored and produced by Uptick Newswire LLC, which is responsible for the following content. The opinions and information provided on today's show are those of the guests and of those of the respective companies they represent, and does not necessarily reflect those of the staff or management of this station. Uptick Network encourages all listeners of the show to do their own due diligence and research when determining investment strategies that'll work for them, or to seek the assistance of an investment professional. The guests of today's show may have paid to appear on the show and are not directly affiliated with Uptick Network or this station.